Hello everyone, cncHD here and welcome back to some more Command & Conquer Zero Hour. In today's video we are going to take a look at the best of 5 on my newest map, Down the Road, sketched by Relax and created by myself. And in this match we are going to look at the top position, the USA laser in its green color, played by the one and only sCuBa the King. Also shout out to his new YouTube channel, I will link in the description down below. We have another expert playing on YouTube live and with videos to watch later. So big shout out to his channel, it's sCuBa the King, and link to his channel is in the description down below, also in the comment section. And on the bottom side we do have in the purple color the stealth general of RaginG. RaginG is also known as Shay Saint John, or also known as Razil. For an easier pronunciation I will go with just RaginG or Raging. Raging, that is, as he's playing as RaginG. Okay, let's go into that map. Like I said, it's called Down the Road, and we have two supplies like on Tournament Desert, one here and one on the left. We have a few supply piles here on the left, and we also have 3 supply piles on each side and 3 supply piles in the middle. So lots of supplies to advance to, and to top it off with a nice topping, we have 2 oil rigs on the very left side of the map. Good, let's take a look at the players. We can see that RaginG is go for the 2 subs, 1 barracks, the terrorists are being spread out, the workers are proceeding forward to take that guard tower, and on the top we can see that sCuBa is actually keeping the command center, maybe because he's playing for the first time on this map and wants to see what the hell is going on this new map. Understandable, so wise decision to keep the command center. A worker here very sneaky, coming in on the top. I don't think sCuBa sees this, and he will see him now. He will just on the edge see him. So I think a Humvee will go to the right. A missile defender is going to the right, but besides that, no Humvee coming in. So I think he didn't see that one coming, but the worker just standing there, the missile defender will just detect him right now, and the Humvee will be there to stop that. At the bottom we can see that the technical is being in preparation, 3 RPGs, 1 terrorist and perhaps a worker being sent into that RPG. And I correct myself, no terrorists being loaded in, just the 3 RPGs. The worker has been crushed by the dozer and is building a laser turret here on the top. Wise decision, as it's a very small entrance. We can see the RPGs are being dropped off at the second supply. Missile defender not able to garrison that building, and sCuBa a bit slowed down because of that command center, but at least he sees what's going on this map, which he is seeing for the first time. The terrorist RPG tech is trying to get away, can't load off its payload, and can actually not get a single kill here at the army of sCuBa. Okay. A valid concern might be that there are too many buildings on this map. This is currently under review by me, so I'm currently looking for more replays to decide if there are too many buildings on this map or not. And we were just able to see that the second supply was blown up, and the supply will go up anytime soon, but first he's building a second reactor because laser turrets take quite a bit of power. RaginG on now 3 supply piles, 3 supply stashes I mean. Now advancing here to the top to the airfield, maybe building a tunnel here, and we can see an aggression coming in here from the top. Oh, big aggression here by 5 tacticals driving directly into the Humvee army and destroying 1 Humvee there, losing 1 tactical, so 1-1 it is there, and yeah, that is over. The laser tank scared away the tactical army, and RaginG had to retreat. Tunnel going up here now, right next to that laser turret, but it is out of range. There are 2 tunnels here, very close to sCuBa space. sCuBa very occupied here by the army of RaginG. In the meantime, in RaginG's base, we can see that there is not much happening. He has a lot of supplies, he's not floating, so doing a good job at spending his cash. But I think we are going to see a palace anytime soon, or losing a lot of technicals there. We can see the 4th supply stash now by RaginG, and perhaps also going for the oil rig, maybe? No, not. Okay. Technicals driving again into that huge army here by sCuBa, but then retreating now, and maybe popping here on the right. Wouldn't be a nice decision, as this is pretty much bunkered off there. No 3rd supply yet by sCuBa. He is mainly focusing on the army, and just as I speak of it, he is throwing down the 3rd supply. And here are the technicals again, just loading up the RPGs into the technicals. Humvee's not trying to deal with the tunnels, and they need to keep away, they need to stay away because of that garrison building. They need to be very careful, and a lot of technicals coming in here, I think 9 of them if I count correctly, and they are driving directly towards that supply line, scaring away these 2 choppers, building down a tunnel, and this will be very hard to counter by sCuBa. This is a lot of shit. 2 tunnels going up actually, and yeah, this will come down to a precise Humvee micro to deal with this huge RPG tactical army. In RaginG space we can see a palace going up. Obviously, need to be very careful. The tunnels popping up, they are now finished, and this is a lot of trouble here for sCuBa. RaginG now has free range to pop out any units any second now, and the Stinger side is also going up against the Chinox laser tank, being finished off there by the RPG mass. And the counter is in progress. The RPGs are focusing down the Humvees and the laser tank. The Rangers have flashbangs loaded in, and the RPGs dying all horrible death. But overall, I think it's looking pretty decent here for RaginG, who has that Stinger side finished any second. sCuBa on only 2 supplies, lots of Rangers here, the technicals dealing with that. They need to take out the laser tank under harassment, popping out that marauder tank, technicals going back into the tunnel, and also there's a tunnel going up there on the left. But sCuBa trying to get rid of that worker here. That Dozer's trying to crush the worker, is succeeding in that. Quads coming in here on the right, harassing the 2nd supply line, and they will manage to put down 1 Chinook. Technicals coming in here from behind, not finishing anything. And there's a laser turret, very scary to deal with. 1 chopper is down, and they are really trying to get in there. That is going to be a lot of losses there. Laser tank coming in from behind, finishing off all these technicals, but quads coming in here. This is looking even more dangerous now for sCuBa. But sCuBa still has this spot. Laser tank is now losing it. Humvee gone, and I think this might be the GG now. sCuBa only on a few missile defenders. And that 2nd supply is being destroyed now. There's no mining on the main, but that's to be expected because of the tunnels. But the tunnels are now gone. Nice move with the A10. Nice precise hit there. Palace in the meantime has finished. The rocket buggies are in production. What's being finished off here easily by the laser tanks, as they are very hard in damage. RaginG now on 5 supply stashes. But he is now again on 4 because he mined that one out. Still no oil grab here, and yeah, overall looking pretty decent for RaginG. Okay, workers are mining here. Not a lot of tunnels here. Just a few. These two are still standing there. Oil direct now under capture by sCuBa. And there's Gentool on the field sniping all these missile defenders. Quad being finished off there, and laser tanks taking a bit of a hit. No rocket buggy lost so far. And that was another Humvee. And there's the GG. sCuBa has been defeated. Nice map aggression there by RaginG. Map control. Nice harassment there. And overall making sure that sCuBa has no chance to expand. So really nice game here, and this puts RaginG on a 1-0 in this best of 5. First 3 wins. And we jump into the next game. It is 1-0 for RaginG. sCuBa starting on the bottom position with the Air Force General, and on the top position we have the Demolition for RaginG. So let's see how this game will play out. Are both going for the same strategy again? Who knows? Fake barracks is there, and perhaps we will see some terrorists again, maybe. 2 workers going in for the middle to build down these tunnels. There's also a safe tunnel going up in the base. Supply stashes, very normal build. We have an airfield, 2 airfields going up for sCuBa. That calls for stealthed Comanche attack, and I think that's it. That is exactly what sCuBa is going to do. Stealth Comanche combo is very deadly. They are very fast, camouflaged, take a lot of hits and do a lot of damage. So very deadly, like I said. Very forward tunnel here on the bottom right by Mr. RaginG. Also very close to that bunker, which is a nice position to harass the third supply of sCuBa. Also very deadly against the USA, who has choppers, and you can position quads here, which is very deadly against that USA collection. Might be a bit imbalanced. This is still under review though by me as the map creator. If it is too imbalanced, I might change that. Okay, and there is the first Comanche on the battlefield. Like I said, it is double airfield Comanche pumping action. Maybe a King Raptor will be mixed into that mix. We have 3 airfields actually now. I'm surprised to see 3 airfields, maybe 2 to pump out these Comanches and the third one to get the stealth upgrade. We will now see terrorists being deployed here, taking out that supply center. That's a big hit for sCuBa as he's only on 68 cash. Comanche's harassing the main supply and also harassing the second supply. RaginG losing quite a lot of workers there, is on 222 cash, has not a lot, and he is struggling there a bit with the cash. No Comanches down so far, and very forward tunnel here going up at the bottom near to these supplies. Maybe RaginG will take these and mine these out. Let's see, 5 deadly Comanches now on the battlefield. Tunnel is going down. This is actually a big hit against RaginG, because now he has to pop all the way here and drive back to this position to save his main base, or from here. So all of this is definitely gone, and he knows this, so he's actually selling them right away, except for the arms dealer, which is not being sold. And there go 1,250, which could have been saved. We do see an aggression here on the bottom, not really an aggression, just 2 quads and a few RPGs. But there's nothing to defend that, and the Comanches are going back. Do we have rocket pods? That is the question.
They're attacking our base.
We do have rocket pods. We also have countermeasures, so these Comanches will might be able to defend that. Another building went down there, and this looks extremely bad for RaginG. If RaginG loses this, there is no way he will win this. Absolutely no way at all. Those are going down, the quads are chopping their way through, but here is the army, the Chinooks coming in to defend all of that, blinking away the missiles. One Comanche is going down, the quads are destroyed, losing 2 Comanches in this defend, and yeah, I don't see any chance for a comeback for RaginG. And now the only thing which sCuBa needs to do is build a few King Raptors, take out Stinger, or just wait for RaginG to press the defeat button.
You are victorious.
So really quick game and really nice strategy there by Mr. sCuBa, going for 3 airfields instead of 2 to get the Comanche upgrades faster and still pump out these Comanches. Okay, let's go to the next match, which is a 1-1 for sCuBa versus RaginG. Both are fighting back and forth, and only the first one with 3 wins will go out of this best of 5 with a victory. So we have a laser general now for sCuBa at the bottom, and we have I quite missed that, but let's activate the hacks. Random, hacks not working. We will see it in a bit. We have a China here for RaginG. Maybe a China Vanilla, we will see what it actually is. It is no nuke, that is for sure. Maybe an infantry, we will see in a bit. War factory barracks, very forwarded to the middle to pump these units out very quickly. Only 1 supply for sCuBa, so maybe the second supply is going up here at this position. Might be very risky because of that bunker, but let's see. And it looks like he's actually going to do that with the second supply there. First missile defender here going to the top bunker. This is could be deadly for the supply trucks, as the bunker can shoot to this position. And if the supply truck is not careful enough, it will be shot. And we have a tank general here for RaginG. It is a tank general. 2 war factories now. And also very forwarded to the middle, actually. So not taking the safe one, but the middle one. So both players looking for the aggression. Those are coming in here randomly. Not sure what his plans are. Maybe building a laser turret or something. I don't know. Gatling turret trying to sneak in at the bottom right. And the those are just chilling there, waiting for the battlemaster to destroy the dozer. And Gatling tank driving away, ignoring the dozer. Maybe there's a troop crawler now coming out to destroy that dozer. Who knows? Another Gatling. Okay. Humvees are now there, 2 Humvees, 1 ambulance, and the Gatling tanks need to be microed very well now, because if these Humvees are also microed correctly, this will be very hard to deal with by RaginG. The bottom Gatling tank is proceeding in. He's only taking 2 choppers down because this supply is not being gathered from. Humvee's playing cat and mouse with these 4 Gatlings. 1 Gatling is going to be destroyed there, and the second one following soon as well. Nice Humvee micro here by sCuBa, not taking any hit here on these Humvees. Vector going up again, and there goes the complete Gatling army. There's the GG. Those are just chilling there saying, haha, you lost. Like Nelson from The Simpsons. And yeah. sCuBa not taking much supplies, as we can see, only has half the supplies as RaginG. Compared to RaginG, I mean. But the Humvee army was deadly, and we proceed to the next match with a 2-1 for sCuBa. In the next match, We see a Demolition General for sCuBa at the bottom. And we do see a Toxin General at the top for RaginG. GLA mirror, very boring. I don't like GLA mirrors. Tend to be very long. But I'm curious to see how both players will play it out on this new map. What strategies they will choose. How they will engage with all these buildings. There are quite a lot of buildings. For example, this tower, I'm thinking of removing it because it's inviting for bunkering. Also, this building invites for bunkering, maybe should be moved to the very top, to the hill. Same from the bottom, for the bottom I mean, it's mirrored actually. The middle is okay. Bunker there also okay, but the two buildings I'm thinking of removing them. We can see 3 supply stashes for RaginG. And on the bottom we do see the same as well. So both players going for the same strategies again. And now the first 2 workers coming in. Worker with bombs. First worker coming in here for sCuBa, and it looks like he's going into that building. Terrorist might blow him up, and he blows him up. Tunnel here in a defensive position, that is what I said. I'm thinking of removing that building as it invites for bunkering. It is very easy to defend this position with just throwing down 1 tunnel, getting that building, and then you are safe there. Right, we see a technical. Maybe loaded up with a few units, but I don't think so. You can select that technical so no units are inside. Tunnel going up here, and so far there has been nothing here on the right side for RaginG. Technicals now coming out of this freshly built arms stealer. And let's see how this will turn out for RaginG with 3 supply stashes. He has the good thing that his opponent went for 3 supply stashes as well. So quick harassment was not possible there. And we see a harassment here at the 3rd supply stash by Mr. RaginG. And getting into a nice position, the tunnel cannot shoot at the technical, and he is getting all the kills here on the workers. Only 1 survives, and I think he got like 3 or 4 workers there with that 1 technical. Almost escaped as well. 4th supply stash going up for RaginG. This might be an overkill. He should focus on army production instead of going for a 4th supply stash right away. Might bite him in the butt. But let's see how this will turn out. These 4 buildings can shoot at each other, even though there's a wall in between. I made sure that these 4 buildings can actually shoot at each other. Tunnel going up there in the bottom, and the worker can support that building if wanted. And the technical is coming in to kill that worker. The buildings are being garrisoned. The technical is waiting for the RPG to come out and taking an instant headshot on that guy. And there's the headshot. They should be careful here with the tunnel approach though. There is no unit inside that tower. And we can see RaginG going for that oil, and sCuBa doing the same thing. So both mirroring each other. 5 technicals now coming in. There's a palace going up for sCuBa. The radar van is being taken out. Or maybe not. Actually survives. That is a surprise for me. And technicals loading out a bunch of units. Tunnel is going up. The radar van now being shot at, being destroyed, and sCuBa has been defeated. That was just too much from RaginG. Was very money aggressive. Both players went for the money aggression very quickly, and in the end RaginG was the dominating player, even though he had 1 more supply stash in production, but turned out it went very well. So this puts both players on a standing of 2-2. This is the match ball now for both players. Whoever gets the win gets to be the winner of this best of 5 on down the road. And we are now in the last match between those two players. It's a best of 5, so this is the last match. This 1 game counts now. Who will be the winner? We have a China tank for sCuBa and the USA laser for RaginG. Let's see what both players will do on this map. I expect 2 supplies here coming from the laser general, same for sCuBa, and both playing it safe, not going for the middle this time. Both going here very, very safe. 1 war factory, 1 barracks will come out of this play, and 2 war factories will come out of this play. So very standard stuff here for both players. Playing it safe, not going any risky move here. Also, there's no drop from RaginG. Going for that safe Humvee, and there has been also no truck scouting here, but for what purpose? I mean, there is no purpose with truck scouting as it's the USA, so what I'm talking about. Those are here on the left, maybe scouting a bit, I don't know, maybe securing the 3rd supply, which might be very, very risky. Or he just wants to make sure that the building is not being garrisoned. Spy drone being shot at, taken out, and units now streaming out of these 2 war factories. The buildings are being garrisoned. The Humvee is approaching on the right side. He might drop off a missile defender here at the bunker to get a better map vision. And let's see what he will do. He is actually doing that, and this will give him some nice vision here. Also making sure that this 3rd supply is not being taken. Bunker will make sure of that. Laser tank now here, actually a nice move against these 2 Gatling tanks. Nice counter, and we can see the Gatling is already taking massive damage. This bunker is in a really nice position. Gatlings and the 1 listening outpost is now moving in. The 3 Humvees will make sure of that listening outpost to not kill that laser tank. And laser tank is not surviving. But the army is being dealt with. Sad that the laser tank was destroyed, but it is like it is. 3rd supply went up for Mr. sCuBa. 2 deadly Gatling tanks coming in from the right, but there is a fire base going up. It will only damage 1 Gatling, and the 2 Gatlings will position there and will be able to shoot at the choppers if RaginG is not careful enough. He is focusing on the left side, so these 2 Gatlings might proceed. There are 4 more Gatling tanks coming in from the top. They will be spotted by the tower here. RaginG is sitting on 3,600. He needs to do something with the cash, and there's a nice blocking here with the scaffold. The scaffold is from sCuBa, trying to deny to be shot at by the post there. Don't see that very often. Interesting move by sCuBa, the scaffold. And this looks very bad here for RaginG. He lost the mining position here on his main supply. He's only on 1 supply. His Humvees are out of position. He's currently going for a base race. He will soon lose his power as well, which might disable the laser tank, which is going to be very bad for him. Power is out. Humvees are in here facing 4 Gatling tanks, so RaginG needs to micro. But I'm not sure if he's able to micro with all that crazy stuff going on in his base. Well, at least he tries, and 1 Gatling goes down, and drones doing trying to save the Humvees. 1 Humvee is going down. And there's the GG. RaginG has been defeated. sCuBa takes the win in this best of 5. And pretty good games here in this best of 5. So thanks to both players for testing this new map. This is still in development, this map. More feedback is needed, and if you would like to try this map out as well, a download link is in the description down below. Let me know what you think about this map, if there are any changes needed. And yeah, overall, thank you very much for watching, and we see us in the next video. Till then, goodbye.